Hello and welcome to my presentation. I'm Marius Bonchika and today I'll be giving this presentation on the most important advancement of the digital age. The presentation is based on the BBC Radio 4 podcast episode Data Everywhere by Tamandra Harkness, which is looking into explosive growth of data collecting and its effects on ethics, business and society. As we know, we are surrounded by data, so is data everywhere. We are collecting data from web searches, grocery store purchases or social media posts. So all these, they generate data. And this data is emerged as a tool for prediction and innovation, but is as well raising concerns about the privacy, complexity and decision making. So analyzing this data, we have benefits as ability to reveal patterns or negative and challenges as privacy and intrusion, false correlation and bias, complexity in development and implementation. Benefits of big data are enhanced decision making, risk analysis and fraud detection, improved customer insights, cost reduction, efficient operations, streamlined productive development, competitive advantage, enhanced customer experience, personalized marketing and scalability and flexibility. As per podcast, we had an example about the researchers collecting data from the Google search engine about the side effects of a medication. So correlating all these searches number, they've been effectively issue a warning about the side effect of a possible drug. Another example is the use of big data is the social media mining. Social platforms like Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn are collecting over 2 billion bytes of data per day. And businesses are using this data to make data-driven decisions by analyzing customer sentiment towards goods and servicing, making the marketers, as per podcast saying, rock stars of statistics. Another example in the podcast was the Tesco Clubcard Analytics, which gathers shopping information to understand customer purchases and behavior. So they, as per the example that given in the podcast, Tesco is able to forecast the customer behavior as if they are starting to cook from scratch by considering the data about the products bought. So this way they've been able to modify their inventory and promotion by combining this as well with the foot traffic and the location data. As negative parts of the big data is the privacy and intrusion. We had an example in the podcast about the young lady who was changing her shopping habits, so suggesting the store that she's pregnant before her family was even aware of it. So she became confused and distressed when the store began sending her offers like a link to the babies. So there are moral dilemmas as to what extent should business be aware? Who is the owner of this insight? There is a false correlation negative part of big data because big data may produce deceptive patterns. Correlation cannot be established by data alone. Just because two goods are frequently searched together doesn't imply that they are producing a result. So is a need of future research and ethical consideration. For big data to be managed is needed to be implemented a complex development cloud storage and data lakes, as well to adhere to GDPR data laws. As a reflection on the podcast questions, we have to wonder ourselves, are we information overloaded? How does data help us think? Why is big data not that clever? For the first reflection, are we information overloaded? A short answer is yes, because people and system may receive a big amount of incoming data, which will make them harder to to prioritize their decisions. How does data help us think? The effective use of data should help us making a better decision. But we have to reflect on the data received, because data should be used to inform human thinking, not to replace. In summary, big data offer both potential and risk. It can increase the marketing, the healthcare, the urban planning efficiency, but it can also go into the risk of invading users or breaching their privacy. My research and the podcast main takeaway is that the data may be powerful, but only if it's used effectively. We need to find the balance between accountability and creativity. As we go, we have to apply a critical thinking in any data we received. Thank you for watching. Marius Bonchica. I wish you a good day.